Welcome back to Rags to Riches. This series is about to come to a close. There's probably going to be one more episode after this, and it's just going to be kind of like a recap plus what we can expect from Wendy and all the animals from here on out. So, in this episode, we're focusing on getting the home up to the mansion baron level. Because I was I was having a lot of issues making some money, so I ended up. It kind of feels a little bit cheaty, but technically I didn't cheat. Um, what I had her do is I just had her write a lot of books. Um, because to be honest, I was really tired of getting like $5,000 a day from the vet clinic, and that's when she wasn't there. And when she was there, she got like $2,000, and I'm like, I can't do this. I will literally be so bored out of my mind. I'm like, it's not that I don't like the vet clinic, because I think the vet clinic is perfect for people that want to focus on it, especially for like a storyline, or if they want to focus on it for as a job for one of their Sims. Um, I can understand that. I can. So, or even if they want to have two Sims working there, I mean, I totally understand that. Um, just one Sim trying to get the Mansion Baron aspiration, it freaking sucks. I did enjoy doing this challenge, and I may do another one in the future, depending on like what game packs come out, expansion packs. Seasons is coming out, and it's gonna have a new gardening career, and it's gonna have the flower arranging table and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if that's really classified, doing that specific gardening career as part of the or rags to riches. From what I hear in most rules, you can't do that just because you're not supposed to have a regular job. But I mean, technically it's your own game. You can do whatever you want to do. But I don't know. I don't think, honestly, I ever want to complete this aspiration ever again. This is the first part. We're going into the second part now. At least I hope I did not show I don't think I showed the last part in the episode prior to this one. But anyway, so we give her a second basement, and then we expand the first basement, and then I found out you can't have a pool in a second basement. Your pool has to be in the first basement, not in the second. So we had to go back in and re-put that in there. But I'm really happy with the way that her house turned out and the way that like everything worked. To be honest, I was at a certain point literally just filling the house up with expensive crap just so this way we could complete the aspiration. Because I mean, I hit a point where I was like, she doesn't need any of this. She doesn't need any of this crap, but how else are we supposed to complete the aspiration? I'm like, she doesn't need it, she doesn't need it. And so I actually ended up having her start throwing some parties just so she could make use of some of this stuff. She could get to know some more Sims. So I moved her gym downstairs along with the vet clinic table. So this way she could treat her own pets at home. I did have to get the table because the bush outside. And before that, I just want to talk about this bathroom for a second. I did end up putting in those curtains since I did put full glass all the way around the pool. I did put in curtains. This way, that bathroom kind of feels like it has a sense of privacy. Since, I mean, technically you could just look into it, but like I said, you close the curtains if you're in there, or maybe you're taking a bath and you want to be able to enjoy the serene water because no one else is there. But anyway, so back to what I was saying about the vet clinic table. The bush from Jungle Adventures, and then there's one from Get Together. I think there's one more from someone else. Or maybe there's two from Get Together. Either way, I had that out front in that little section there, and you can see it's already gone because the cats were constantly going in and out of it, which was kind of nice because I was always getting feathers all the time. But they were also sick all the time. I mean, I would literally go and have one pet be sick, so she'd go and take care of them at the vet clinic table and get them healthy again. And then somebody else was sick. And then somebody else was sick. And then somebody, oh my god, it drove me insane. I was like, nope, nope, we can't do this anymore. So I just got rid of it. Oh yeah, and she also has a bowling alley downstairs. Like I said, I just started putting in stuff. I'm like, she doesn't need any of this stuff, but I'm like, well, we need to complete the Mansion Baron aspiration. She needs an expensive house. I literally had, I made sure to save up the money so this way we could be able to afford to spend like $300,000 on our house. So, anyway, so as we're going through here, I made sure to add in a bunch of the expensive things. Because, like I said, she starts to throw a lot of parties now, so she has a lot of people over all the time. Mostly so this way she can meet somebody. I do have a small plan for episode 40, which will be the finale. I have a small plan for what I plan on doing. There's going to be a small recap. This way you guys can find out what I've been doing in the meantime. Find out how the animals have been in the meantime. And then I do have a couple of videos I can show. But this way we can also move on and then, like I said, kind of see what we expect from Wendy from this point out. And if you are interested in seeing Wendy in any other series, let me know, and I will go ahead and download her into the rest of my games. I'm not sure if she's... I know she's on the gallery when I first created her, but I need to actually like re-upload her to the gallery as a new sim. So, but oh, we're not even like... Oh, we're just over halfway. Woo! So I ended up discovering after I went and spent all of her money, well, most of her money. I had gone and spent, I think I left her like $5,000 because I thought, oh, okay, that'll be enough. And then I loaded the game and I was literally short like $500. And then guess what? Depreciation hit. So now then I was behind by like $15,000. So there's oh, I was so mad. I was so unbelievably mad. I was like, I was so freaking close. You couldn't just freaking give it to me. But so we do end up going through, and I have to do a no, not after, like it will be showing after this part. But I had to go back in and do another like 15 minutes worth of work, adding in more paintings, adding in more sculptures, and all sorts of crap just to make her house more expensive. Like, you can see here, I'm literally just making this up as I go now. I'm literally just throwing stuff in because I'm like, I just want her house to be expensive at this point. And I do everything I can to make it expensive. Like, I tried not to duplicate too many items, but, you know, like the gaming rigs or something. This way a couple people could play along at the same time. So there's probably 2 or 3 of those. Like there's multiple chairs at like the tables and stuff like that. So I mean there's that kind of stuff. But for the most part I tried to like keep it to like one item in the game. So there's 2 TVs, but one is in front of a bar, one's in front of a couch. There's the 2 different video gaming consoles. Oh, I filled up this flower bed a little bit more. So this way it looked a little bit nicer. I rearranged the upstairs so this way she could have a piano upstairs. Because, like I said, I was just running out of, I was running out of stuff to do, to be honest. So, I was like, alright, something's gotta give. So I was just spending money on the slightest bit of decorations just to make it kind of feel more at home. Oh, and she does have a fire extinguisher. I'm not sure if she actually has a smoke detector. I didn't think about that. But I put in a whole bunch of cute little decorations around the kitchen. To be honest, this house is honestly kind of a nightmare to play in now because I have so many decorations all over the place. I mean, it's not so bad, like, for, like, the bedroom and the cat's room and that kind of stuff, but all the columns up, all the cabinets up, all the mirrors that are up. I mean, it's just it honestly is becoming really difficult to play in. Which I think this series kind of like opened my eyes to like what's like a good amount of clutter to have and what's not. I just totally realized I didn't give you guys a full tour, so I'll just do that in the next episode in part 40 before we get into some gameplay. We'll go ahead and have a full tour. Here's where I said I had to have that little break here because I didn't have enough. I was so mad. But I made her get $30,000 just so this way it was more expensive, and this way I knew she had enough money to cover it, and I was like, well, we're going to spend every last dime that she has. I don't even care this time. So, of course, we're putting up plenty more paintings. I know we end up putting in a bunch more paintings downstairs across from the, above the little bowling alley section there. End up putting a whole bunch there up across. But, I'm trying to still remember what else we did. Oh, apparently we put in a fountain. Couple of benches outside. Like I said, I wanted to make sure that we completed the Mansion Baron Aspiration. I did just start using these lights, and then I realized they're like super short, and so I was like, I don't know if they're long enough to have your Sims walk underneath them. So I changed them out for these other lights that I got. Essentially, they're just the most expensive light that don't hang down long enough. Just so this way they have more light in here. I do end up putting in a couple of curtains all the way across. Like I said, here's those paintings going in now. And then I discovered the other ones, which are smaller sized, are more expensive, and they fit better. 2 massage tables now, because of course naturally I want her to start having a family, and so but we did complete it, so go ahead, leave your feedback, comments, and your suggestions all down below. All my social media is in that description box. And give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to catch the last episode here or any other episodes. And thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.